was me, Reggie Bucum, Alonzo.
The podcast is activated, bitch.
All right, but I'm just saying, don't knock it.
Listen, they call me Khatu Muhammad. Of course, you fucking mouth.
That is why I hit potholes.
All right, wait.
I had to think about it for a minute. One of the things that grinds me up.
Hell no! Script, which ain't script? We just standing there like, I'm sorry, like we live in fucking Philadelphia. Like he lost a football game for the team and shit. Like he fumbled at the 4.
You said like Reggie Bucum, like Bucum.
Yeah.
Reggie Bucum.
Yeah.
Like Bucum. Welcome to another installment. Welcome. Welcome to another installment of the Reggie Bucum Podcast. I'm your boy Meech Castro, man. It's my man Pete, and up there that's Hox2, aka my man Mont, man.
With a HOXT.
Yeah, Hawk. That's a lot of phlegm. Pause.
It's meant to be Flemish.
Oh, word.
That's for the name Ori. How you say it? Oreo originated from. There you go. That's where the name originated from. What I say? Goddamn. Oh, Flemingville.
But we appreciate everybody tuning in with us. We appreciate everybody taking the time, to watch us every week. We definitely want to show y'all our appreciation. Remember to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I was him, Reggie Bucum. How you say it?
What?
I want Pete to say how you wrote it because everybody hears shit differently. So how did you?
Meech.
What?
Music.
Oh shit! I forgot the music.
I think he did. Do you ask yourself that?
It's here now.
You turn a little louder. You good?
But
had to set the record straight, literally.
Thank you, my good man. That's what we're here for.
On the record, they debated with the play. Put the
needle on it.
Who hired this nigga? Fire him. Boo! This is the worst.
Boo this man.
This is the worst DJ we ever fucking life.
But yeah, I want to remind everybody to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Remember to hit the notifications button so you can tell when we go live or drop new content. We got new content on the way. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, everybody watching on Facebook. We appreciate y'all, man. So put the needle on him. Put the needle on him.
Who hired this nigga? All he keep doing is Don DeMarco. Get him out of here. Get out of here.
That's all he keep doing is Don DeMarco's, man. Get him the fuck out of here.
Unplug that shit.
Boo this man.
Boo. I seen him.
How y'all feeling, man?
He swam with schwams. I seen them. Remember that shit? I don't want to say
what?
He was like Bob Saget and what was that? Half Baked. He was like
He
blew pipe for crack. He's like, I seen them.
Oh. He did say that. He said, I seen them.
I was like, I seen them. I wonder if it was that improv. Like, I seen them. It's the
I seen them. Yeah. All right, so let me ask y'all something, man. Do y'all believe in a chupacabra? For anybody who doesn't know the stories, I believe it's a Mexican tale or myth or mythical creature or whatever it is, but it's like the Mexican Bigfoot. Right?
The chupacabra.
So that's what I imagine the motherfucker sound like. If it could talk, it sound like Bane. But the chupacabra, it's like a two-legged mythical creature, and people in Mexico and stuff like that always been saying how he's real, and people have said they saw him. Same shit.
It's
not, nigga.
There's different variations of it.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's different variations of it. People would swear they saw him in Puerto Rico. You swear you saw him in Mexico. So anyway,
well, I was told by the Discovery Channel that Bigfoot and Chupacabra are like roommates. Because
They
nobody
probably-
can never
I don't
seem
know.
to find them niggas.
Yeah, I was about to say, but like Bigfoot, Chupacabra is different because people say like he bites people almost like vampire style or bat style or whatever.
He only kills cows and stuff. He didn't kill people.
Right. All right, with cows and stuff.
Bigfoot like, I mean, look at you keep dragging the blood in the house.
Think about the arguments they be having and shit as roommates.
Well, your big hairy stink ass.
How many carcasses you gonna have in here? So you about dragging blood in the house.
Chupacabra, the fucking.
I told you about dragging blood in the house. It's hilarious. What I tell you about dragging blood in the house? That's funny as shit. But
got a refrigerator full of fucking blood. I can't get no goddamn boar's head in here. Oh.
No boar's head. The boar's head can't even fit.
Literally, a fucking boar's head.
So we in Mexico, it's been reports of like livestock being found dead in a bizarre like fashion, having wounds on the dead animals' necks, and like the carcasses being drained of blood and all that shit. And a drone flew, and of course it's not like good footage because it never is.
I got a
when
theory.
These motherfuckers is spotted. What's the theory? Tell the theory while I play this.
What if? Never mind. It's a stupid.
No, tell the fucking theory.
I ain't gonna lie, I forgot.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot. Tell me what y'all see. That's what they saying. I'm
gonna be honest. That figure has been in the sky recently, and like shit I've been watching, like extraterrestrial shit and TikTok shit.
Right.
That figure right there has been in the sky for some side reason. It looked
really?
It just fucking hovers. It looked like a man with like a.
But that's on the ground.
I know what I'm saying is there's videos of that shit floating in the air, bro.
Oh, that's
just literally just fucking floating. It's like almost like a tripod ish, but two legs with like a bottom, like a cape on or something like that.
What the fuck do you think that is?
I don't know, but that shit's been coming up. And then you see what the government talking about. They talking about extraterrestrial shit now.
I always believed in aliens, though. I'm not going to sit there and believe that we're the only ones in the universe.
Bro, a lot of people don't believe in that shit. But I tell them niggas, I say, yo, think about how many different millions of species here on this particular planet alone. You think there's no other species out there in the fucking planet?
Right. But I don't know, because then, okay, so you have that theory, and then you have, they just shot down a Chinese balloon or some shit off of the coast of Myrtle Beach. So it could be some foreign shit. It could be domestic shit. It could be us. Could be the United States government with some shit.
When you die, you go to third Earth.
It could be Mexico's government with some shit. I don't know. Like that's because it was in Mexico.
Have y'all seen the F-16 pilot, that the commander that his footage is out now on YouTube? He was on Rogan and he was talking about that whole situation.
Turn your mic a little bit. Yeah.
What situation, for people who aren't familiar, what situation are you talking about?
He was leading a team. Out to a spot out in the ocean where they were running drills. And right before they start running the drill, they start seeing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on the other side of where they're supposed to be at. So they're like, hey, let's go take a look. He decides to go first. And so he goes out first. The rest of the team follows. And then in a blink of an eye, the thing ends up behind them. So they're like, what the fuck? Because
he's in his plane?
Yeah, they're flying. They're over the ocean. And those Tic Tac things that they have, they can keep up with anything. It's impossible to shake them pretty much. Right. This thing was shaking it, but it was still grabbing it. So it was behind them.
Shaking it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, yo.
I don't even know what I was saying.
Listen. No, but he said the thing wasn't shaking it. It was paused. It couldn't shake the plane. It couldn't shake the pilots.
The Tic Tac scanner. Anyway, so it ended up behind. The air squad, and it was just playing games. It just kept going back and forth, and literally blink of an eye, it was moving 20 miles in a second.
So it was playing with
one thing to the other.
So did what
and it was also, hold on, not to cut you off, it was also disabling the defense mechanisms on the ship. It was disabling, it was like unarming the ship and then turning it back on, turning it off, and then turning it back on.
So it was like flickering?
Which that's considered, like minutes at a time.
Oh, shit.
And that's considered an act of war. So they were trying to catch up with this thing, and every time they would get to a certain spot. So you got to watch it on Rogan. He talks about the whole thing, and it's on YouTube. You can pull up the YouTube video as long as you don't use the audio. We shouldn't get kicked out for it. But the whole thing was recorded on his plane, on his Tic Tac on his plane. So when they landed, they basically got pulled into a room, and they got told a bunch of stuff. Like, look, this is what's going on. We've been seeing this thing for a while. He had heard stories, and they'd been seeing stuff for a while, but he had never seen it himself.
Right.
And he said soon as anytime they would get anywhere near it, it would just it would move to another spot. And there's also, I'm sure you've already seen this, but there's tons of footage of orbs literally flashing in the sky from one side to the other like it's nothing.
Vegas been crazy with the sight.
Israel.
Yep. Especially out there in Israel.
Yeah, the one in Israel that went just above I think it's can't remember which one of the apostles is buried in this one spot. And this thing came down, and there's multiple, like 10 different cell phone images of it, and it's just hovering over for a while, and all of a sudden it just goes boom, and it disappears. Mm-hmm. It goes up so fast you can't even. All right. And then there's the bull that there's a documentary on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, he was also on Rogan. That guy's name, can't remember his name right now, but he's a scientist that was working at Area 51, and he ended up getting caught taking some friends out to see some stuff they were working on. He got caught, and basically the government erased him from history, and then came out and was like, this guy's never worked for us, blah, blah. But now all these people that worked in Area 51 are confirming things that only they knew. So he was talking about this scanning system where, and this is in the 80s, where you put your hand on it, and it had these metal pins that would stick up, and through that it was able to identify your hand. And they were like, oh no, this is all lies, this and that. And the guy that used to fix them at Area 51 recently confirmed, that's the thing, and actually posted a picture of it. And it's exactly Bob Lazar's his name. What Bob Lazar?
Oh yeah, that white wearable.
Yeah, and the documentary is incredible.
Not too fucking weird.
The documentary is incredible, and the guys, I don't know. I think it's hard not to believe that some of this stuff could be real. I think I have a spiritual view on it, really, to be honest with you. But yeah,
well, go ahead.
That one.
What do you think? Why do you? I don't know.
My spiritual view of it.
Yeah, you see how fast that shit just took off?
Right. Now, when I saw this right here and the different cell phone clips of that right there, that footage, it confirmed to me, or at least it made me feel like my thought might be right, which to me, I think that's angels and demons going back and forth. And they're just, they kind of pop in and out of visibility, pause. But if you're looking at it from a spiritual standpoint, that's the only thing I can think of. But I don't want to do that. Even though I'm a Christian, I don't like to be overly spiritual. So I do think somebody broke it down to me this way one time. And this person is not necessarily somebody that even believes in God, but he was saying, what if God created a bunch of different civilizations on these planets and they didn't sin. So they get all the advantages of not having done that. So they have the technology where they could leave their solar system if they want. Like, since we're the ones that sinned, we're the ones that are, he's like, what if, they're saying that there's 2 super Earths, that they're 3-4 times the size of this one, and there's water and it looks just like Earth, but it's bigger. Mm-hmm. And he was just saying, who's to say that the aliens are them? Maybe they, maybe that's just a utopia that didn't sin, and because of that they get, so I don't know, it's weird. It's like, I don't know, but I think
super Earths.
I think that it's possible that it could be aliens. I don't know, but I do have a spiritual perspective, and I think that it's angels and demons running around back and forth.
I'm in this day and age, I'm not putting nothing past nothing.
Exactly. True.
I'm not putting nothing past nothing, man.
Yeah. Yeah. See if you can find that clip though of his name is Commander Fravor. His footage is pretty dope. And there've been fighter jet pilots reporting stuff for years, and they were being silenced. But now they don't have a choice because people are seeing it with their phones. It's not like before where you get some guy, like some footage of some guy with one of those VHS cameras. Now it's like you got 4K in your pocket.
Right. You don't necessarily have to
My bad, I bogarted that.
You don't necessarily. You fine, motherfucker. That's what we here for.
What do you think, Mont?
Hey yo.
That's what he think. If Mont see an alien, he gonna open his eyes. His eyes gonna be big. He'll be like,
"You fine, motherfucker." Hey yo.
Would you go?
Hey yo.
Would you go if a ship came down and they invited you in?
Pause. I don't know. You niggas is wild that day.
I don't know if I would board the ship. You wouldn't?
Hell no.
I would, but see, that's when my curiosity would overtake. Like I would want to know what's up
curious
there.
As dude. Okay, so there it is.
I just want to know what it is.
And he said that thing right there. You see the cloud around it.
We talking about this,
right? The thing in the center, the black.
The black thing.
Right. You see the cloud around it.
Right.
That's it. That's how fast it's moving. It's breaking the speed of sound as it's moving.
So how the hell is he keeping up to film this?
It's not him. It's the Tic Tac sense, that camera. That's what I'm saying. They're nearly impossible to shake. But this thing right there is moving twice as fast as a fighter jet. But he says that at one point it'll just decide when it wants to, and it would just disappear. And then the Tic Tac would go crazy and boom, find it again. But there's even Fravor said that
so I'm taking that's water.
Fravor said that there's reports of them coming out of the water too.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Look, and right there, look, it can barely keep up, right? But he said that thing was less than 100 yards off of the ocean water at that point.
So it wasn't that high off the water.
He was saying 50 to 60 yards above the water, just freaking moving, booking it. See how it would like take off?
You see it, right? How they trying to catch it?
Yeah.
Look, you see, can't catch it. You see it, you can't catch it. Can't catch it. You see it, finally caught it.
Right. Because when it expands like that, it's expanding its field of view.
Right.
But look how fast it's moving. If you can see the water moving as fast as it is.
Right.
He said it was like when they got back is when they were really able to look at the movement, because he's like, you couldn't keep up with this thing with your eyes. It was impossible. The only way they kept locating it is because they would lose it, look around, and then look at the Tic Tac, and the Tic Tac would tell.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch Buddy on the Rogan podcast. But that's, I believe in. I think their technology is so far advanced that they can come out of the water. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out of fucking volcanoes. Like,
who knows?
Who knows what type of technology they have? Like, everybody laughed at the Black Panther, but some of that shit is real. Like, all that shit isn't just made up, nigga.
Who knows?
These niggas coming out. I guarantee you, they can dive to the bottom. They can go further down than we can into the ocean.
They've been they've spotted huge, like a huge field of lights under the water.
A huge field of light.
Field of lights. Like, that's how big the ship was. The
wait,
UFO.
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Fighter jets reporting like an underground ship, but just with lights everywhere, like under the sea floor, like not under the sea floor, but underwater, like a couple hundred yards underwater.
So they see a bunch of lights coming out of the water, pretty much.
Underwater.
That's what I'm saying. Coming out of the sea.
Yeah, and there's footage just like of that Tic Tac thing. There's footage of one popping out of the ocean and like boom and beaming up, just like in those other videos. So either somebody's figured out a hustle with this thing or it's real. I mean, no editing in the world. You can't 10 different cell phone footages of. I agree with mine. I think that imagine all the beings that there are just on this earth. Imagine. There's got to be something else out there.
It is something else out there. I know it is. You're not going to tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
You're not going to, you know what I mean? And this is, okay, so, all right. So this is the ocean, right? This is the Pacific Ocean. Black people, not specific. This is the Pacific Ocean. And apparently, that red shit, that's some lights.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
What's this? Off the coast of what? Japan? Yeah. A little north of Japan.
Yeah. I'm sure Mont has seen those videos.
Who's to say it's not some freaky shit North Korea is doing?
It's new right here for me.
Huh?
Who knows? Again, who knows? But it's pretty elaborate.
It is elaborate. It's very weird. It's pretty elaborate. I mean, I wouldn't be, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised.
Lazar said he was working on a ship that had no propulsion system. But
yeah, I did hear that one.
Yeah, and he described it and everything.
It had what? For people that don't, because I don't know what the fuck that is.
It had no jets, propulsion. No jets, no nothing. It was just
propulsion
an orb.
Moves the ship. When they levitate, move.
Look at this. Is that coming out of the water?
Maybe.
Or is that above the water? That's above the water. This is 94.
Looked like it was coming out though, pause.
Jesus.
I mean, it does look like it's emerging.
I don't know. I think it was just sitting above the water.
Could be.
Before, but that's some.
Look, see, those things emerged, bro.
Nah, man, I'm getting the fuck out the water.
Yeah, look.
And then they're like spread and all that. Nah, man, that's a formation.
Yeah.
That is. I've been in the military, man. That's tactics right there.
That's what I'm saying. So it's either governments. Some governments are doing that, or
hold the camera straight, Ned. God damn.
Well, they're on a boat. This is in the 90s.
Shaky,
not like they had a freaking
shaky
DJI.
Some bitch.
Not like they had a gimbal and shit.
No, I know that, man. But
now you get a gimbal for your phone. That's probably some of the best footage from the 90s I've ever seen.
He's sitting there like this the whole fucking time.
Right, you like battery pack shit on your shoulder.
Like, hold it straight, Ned. I'm trying, goddammit. Fuck, who do you think I am? Huh? Michael Jordan? Yeah, I got it there. I got balance like Jordan.
They think they're the best dancers.
Think they're the best dancers. So, we come to the conclusion. The Reggie Bucum Podcast believes that extraterrestrials are real. Shout out to my guy E.T. You know what I'm saying? You know, him and respect to him and all his people.
And estrogen terrestrials.
So we come to the conclusion, estrogen terrestrial.
Before we move on, though, if you
real.
haven't seen that Bob Lazar documentary, you gotta check it out. It's very good.
Especially if you smoke weed. If you smoke weed and you're a weed smoker, man, roll up and turn that shit on. You're gonna be watching it for hours.
I got the perfect the perfect weed smoking documentary.
That is.
I just saw. I didn't smoke weed, but I just saw it. Have y'all seen Chimp Empire yet? Chimp Empire.
No, I didn't watch it yet on Netflix.
Did you see it, Mont?
Nah.
I know what you're talking about, though. I didn't watch it.
Again, I know I say Rogan a lot, but Rogan just had the bull on that directed it. So that's what made me watch it, bro. I'm on episode 3. Sheesh. It's incredible, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta check that out.
Is it a lot of monkey fights?
Fights? It's a whole turf war going on, bro.
With monkeys, they gangbanging?
Dude, so basically
West Jungle, cuz.
Remember that white lady that was old, like, remember when we was kids, you see that white lady with the chimps and shit?
Jane Goodall.
So Jane Goodall helped found
Crazy
this huge area where these chimps live, right? So
right.
basically there's it was one big chimp colony, and then they split up into 2 different colonies. And right now in the documentary, I won't ruin it, but one of the colonies has a very key part of the territory.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that.
And the other one that's on the other colony of chimps, it's a smaller colony, but everybody's like, but dude, it's crazy because you see the politics even between chimps. Like, you know, you got the alpha, and then there's like a second in charge, and when they eat, the way the alpha hands out food, yo, it's crazy, bro. And the young boys are trying to, like, you know, figure out how to step up in the hierarchy, and it's all this wild shit. You got to see it, bro. I'm on episode 3. I think there's only 4.
I started while we on the what to watch segment of the podcast. I gotta watch that shit. I started watching Narcos all over again, and yeah, but I gotta watch that. I watched the Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary on YouTube, and not on YouTube, on Netflix. I knew he was gonna come out with some shit about himself when he had like the FUBAR and that other movie on Netflix. I knew it was building up to something, and I think it was building up to this documentary.
Okay.
But it's a documentary on his life. I was really interested in, because I never knew I knew he's from Austria, but I never knew like how Arnold came up, how he got to America. Like, it's a real good documentary. This nigga became a millionaire in the 70s when he first came to Los Angeles, and he started when he did the Gold's Gym documentary or whatever.
Yeah.
He did a Gold's Gym documentary, and it got real big. And he started buying real estate. He bought an apartment building. He bought an office building. What? What'd I say?
He got real big. Pause.
Oh. He got real rich.
I'm being real subtle over here. Y'all niggas been wilding.
Listen, man, we just
wilding, bro. I love when Pete give commentary about videos.
Why?
Because you say some crazy fucking shit.
No, I speak.
So look, he got rich in the 70s. Before he did any movie, he got rich in the 70s off of just buying real estate. He bought an office building on Santa Monica Boulevard or some shit. Like, he was just buying and selling all different types of properties or whatever. The dude was smart as shit for that. He said that's like one of the first real what do you call it, pieces of advice he got when he got to California. Because at first he went to Florida, and then he went to California. But he said that's one of the first big pieces of advice he got was real estate, getting into real estate. And I don't know, watching that documentary, man, it makes you, I don't know, because he took a lot of fucking leaps of faith, like to get to where he was. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga was in the military in basic training, and then he got invited to Munich, to Germany, because he was in Austria. He got invited to Germany to be in like this Mr. Universe, and went, and I think he won it. And I don't know what type of punishment he got for leaving basic training, but he went back, asked to leave. He got invited to go to, I believe, England to go work out with some people. So he moved to England, and then after a while, he moved to Miami because he got invited because they had two Mr. Universe. They had one in Europe and they had one in America. He got invited to the one in America to go to Miami. He moved to Miami, and then he, met some more people and got invited out to California. He liked it. He stayed. Got an apartment. All that good stuff. Like that's literally like when you put the American dream. If you look up the American dream in a dictionary, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger's name should be right next to it. Like you come to America, right, as a bodybuilder, you become an action star, right, action movie star. You start dating a Kennedy and Maria Shriver. You marry said Kennedy, have a baby with said Kennedy, right? Of course, you become an American citizen like that. You know what I mean? He still had to take the test and all that shit, but you married a Kennedy and you're white. But yeah, when you look up the American Dream and Arnold Schwarzenegger, you should see Arnold Schwarzenegger right next to that in a dictionary. American Dream, picture Arnold Schwarzenegger. So that shit was between that and Narcos. That's what I'm watching right now on Netflix. What are you watching? It doesn't have to be like Netflix. It could be anything.
I'm into Food Bar right now.
Okay.
Watching that. I'm thinking like 5 episodes in Food Bar. I'm not sure how many I got left. Pause.
Yeah, I finished that. I was mad as shit. That's a good show.
I finished Citadel. Fucking amazing.
Okay.
Citadel. What else did I watch recently? I think that's it right now.
It's a show on HBO that I gotta watch with Danny McBride and John Goodman. I don't know if anyone of y'all heard of it. It's like
it's my show. I started watching that like season 2. I gotta catch up. They on season like 4 or 5 right now. 4, I think.
Oh, okay, so it's a lot of episodes. Yeah. What's it called again? Say it again.
The Righteous Gemstones.
Right. They're like this mega church family or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the pastor.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. I've been hearing a lot about
hilarious,
it.
That shit is hilarious.
Well, it's Danny McBride, so I know it's gonna be funny. But yeah, one of my homies told me about it. I was like, I gotta watch that shit. One of my white homies. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm on. I'm Narcos Mexico is what I'm stuck on. They just killed Kiki Camarena, so DEA about to fuck shit up.
I can't watch shit that you gotta watch subtitles.
Tiff said the same thing. She hates that shit.
I can't do it either.
Well, you don't need it, motherfucker. Can't you speak fluent Spanish?
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general.
Oh yeah.
What about up Chuck Camaroo?
I don't read fast enough.
How high up Chuck Camaroo? Hey, no, but though I was just playing. But you do speak fluent Spanish, right?
I do, yeah.
All right, and I know it's different dialect and shit like that, but you should be able to watch Narcos without any subtitles.
Yeah, I don't read the subtitles. Sometimes I do for fun, but
it's interesting to me. I keep fucking yawning. It's interesting to me, man. I can watch it.
I read them for fun.
I can't read it all anyway, so I just every now and then I look down to read.
That's the nigga that can't read is mad at you right now. Like you just go rub it and pause, huh?
Nah, but also because the dialect is different, and sometimes they'll drop a word that I'm like, I'm not sure what that means, and I'll look real quick.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Mexican Spanish is different from Puerto Rican Spanish, but so is Narcos Mexico, the Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary. Mont said he's watching
Citadel.
Citadel said that was awesome.
Fubar, fucking awesome.
Fubar, definitely awesome. I watched Fubar on Netflix. It's a good show. And what else?
Do yourself a favor and watch Citadel. I'm telling you.
What's up, Angie?
Okay.
I'm telling you, bro.
Okay. Mont, if you could.
Oh.
And I make it last forever, babe. I catch a glimpse of heaven when you let me wrap in my warm embrace.
What's up, Angie? But
Bop.
so Fubar and the Citadel for Mont. And The Righteous Gemstone. And Pete, what did you say you were watching again?
I'm watching Chimp Empire.
Chimp Empire, yeah, I gotta watch that.
A show called is on Apple TV. It's called Shrinked, which is pretty good. And that's about it. Okay,
so that's the Reggie Bucum Podcast. What you're watching?
Since you're on Apple TV, you should try C. Fucking amazing.
What, like SEE or SEA?
SEE, okay.
It's about a bunch of blind motherfuckers.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, shit is crazy. Oh, the morning show is pretty good too on there.
I'll check it out.
It's a show called C. Like the sea, like water? No, man, like Vision. It's a bunch of blind motherfuckers. It's dope.
It is. Jason Momoa is in it. He's the lead.
Bunch of blind niggas. It's cool as shit.
Ah, okay.
Jason Momoa is the lead.
I've heard that.
They all be in there like it's 30 Batman or 30 what's the name? Hellboy. What's the dude's name? Ben Affleck played him. The superhero. He's blind.
Daredevil.
Daredevil. There you go. I'm about to say Hellboy. Fucking Daredevil. They all see shit like what the fuck is that? Sonar or some shit.
Yeah.
No, these niggas is just blind and they just can fight. They've been blind for so long that's just everybody's blind.
Dang.
Oh,
and it's like
I thought it was a TV show. Niggas just bumping into each other.
It's this one black nigga just impregnating. It's this one black nigga that can see. He just impregnating niggas.
What?
He can see?
Yeah, he impregnating the people.
And he just impregnating women?
Hey, he running around impregnating white women.
And he the only one that can see?
Yeah, only one that can see.
So he probably getting all the cute bitches.
No, but what he doing is he's trying to remake society with people that can see.
Where people can see, right.
So that's what he's trying to do. So everybody's trying to like follow his lead and shit, thinking he's like, the one and shit, but I think he's a fraud to the motherfucker.
He can see. He must be the one.
Have y'all seen Handmaid's Tale yet?
No,
I don't think that's for us.
It's good. It's good. It's heavy, but it's good. Pause. It is a very.
Angie said she watched Fubar. The Handmaid's Tale. A lot of women told me it's good.
I liked it. I thought it was really good.
pretty
Especially since
much
it
like
could happen.
They're trapped in like a certain type of society or something. And
so basically, this religious group takes over the U.S. and women are having trouble conceiving. So they go back. They basically turn the U.S. back into biblical days. Or, pretty much. And the women basically are just there to mate and to serve the man and all this crazy stuff. And, of course, you got the one rebel. So, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty good show.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch. I might watch it. I ain't gonna promise you that.
Give it like 3 episodes, and then if it doesn't move you in 3 episodes, then cool. It's usually what I do, 3 episodes.
Angie said, "Did y'all watch Night Agent on Netflix?" I didn't watch that. I heard about it though. They said Night Agent is pretty good.
There's also a show called Broad City on Hulu. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Broad City, yes.
I'm late, but I recently started watching The Community. Yeah.
Oh, Community, yeah.
I recently started watching the Community. That's funny as shit. Community had me fucking crying a couple hours ago, man. That shit is funny.
That's a good show.
But yeah, that's been Reggie Bucum. What are you watching? I want to talk about something that's been really annoying me the last couple of weeks, and I understand it might have been going on longer, but in the last couple of weeks, I've been seeing like a reoccurrence that I don't like. Okay, and in the last episode last week, I talked about 2 teenage black girls that killed their mother. Right? They shot her in the house and stabbed her, and she tried to run out and died in the front yard or whatever. And it's uncommon for black kids to do this. You know what I mean? Black kids usually aren't the ones that kill their parents. It's usually, you know, the white kid. Black kid would be in a shootout, hit an innocent bystander. You know what I mean? Like, all right, you know, black kid, dumb shit. You know what I mean? Somebody lost their life, unfortunately. But this thing, this was 2 black girls, teenage girls, who killed their mom at home. Now today is a report coming out of Maryland of a mom and daughter butchering the grandmom with a chainsaw and cook her remains on the grill. Now
that's demonic, bro.
Yeah.
That's like, what that is.
This is some creepy shit.
That's demon possession right there, bro. Tell you that.
And what I want y'all to understand, like you said, it's some demonic shit. Yeah, Angie. Angie said, "Oh my God, what the fuck?" So it's like, it's some demonic shit. So a Maryland mother and daughter are charged with murder of the 71-year-old grandmother. Police say the human remains, and they say they found human remains in a trash bag in the basement and on a chainsaw. Both appear in Prince George County Court, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so that's like, but I want y'all to see the mug shots, because the daughter looked like she eat people. Like, she looked like this ain't the first time she's tasted. Like, she looked like she eat people. I'm sorry.
She looked like King Cooper.
She looked like she's bitten a few people before. This isn't her first rodeo.
She looked sleepy too.
Sleepy Floyd.
She probably was. She probably was that kid that always, you know, that one kid always bit other kids.
Yeah.
Like, she keep biting me. She trying to taste you, motherfucker.
So this is what scuffed my Timbs this week. What scuffing my Timbs this week is black people doing uncharacteristic things. We don't kill grandma. We put grandma in the back room and we take care of her until grandma die in that back room. That's what we do. Same thing with, when I say black people, I'm talking about Puerto Ricans, talking about Haitians, I'm talking about Jamaicans, Black Americans, we all do the same shit. Mexicans, we all do the same shit. You put grandma, you put abuelita, you put her ass in the back room, and you take her tray up there and go give her, 3 meals a day or whatever. You make sure the channels is good on her TV so she can watch her stories or her telenovelas, and you get the fuck out of there, man. It smells like mothballs, old socks, and old people back there, but you tough it out to go give her food because you love your grandma. You don't chopping your grandma up into pieces and hacking her up with a chainsaw is crazy to me. Like, it's no, I don't know. Like, it's nothing you can really tell me. Was she complaining? Like, y'all didn't give her pills fast enough and she was complaining? Like, I'm confused. Seriously, you know what I mean? I'm confused. But they say they've apprehended a mother and daughter tandem. Candace Craig, 44, Celia Hardy, 19, for allegedly slaying. Then her name is Margaret. You killed Miss Margaret. You killed Miss Maggie. Miss Maggie was sweet. Miss Maggie would wave at you from the door while she was standing in the doorway, and behind the screen door, she'd wave at you. Miss Maggie would bring you out something. Y'all thirsty, baby? Y'all want something to drink? Like,
bringing new meaning to grandma cooking.
I'm telling you, hey, yo.
Bro.
Yeah. Hello, I need to speak to somebody. Do you speak Chinese?
Yo, so it says they killed Margaret Craig, 71. According to reports, Candace killed her mother, Margaret, after the latter threatened to alert authorities about her criminal activity regarding credit card fraud. Wait, the plot thickens. So your mom threatened to tell the police that you out here scamming motherfuckers. So you killed her. So she then enlisted the help of her teenage daughter to cover it all up. First, the pair dismembered Margaret's carcass with a chainsaw after placing her remains on a barbecue grill in the backyard in hopes of decomposing the flesh and bones. 10 days after Margaret was murdered, law enforcement arrived at Candace's home in Landover, Maryland, to investigate the whereabouts of Margaret after a family member had been in and expressed concern about, not having contact with her. What they discovered next, like a scene out of a horror film. Upon entering the basement, they were met with the foul smell of decomposition. Subsequently, Candace was arrested for the first and second degree murder while her teenage daughter was hit with accessory. So her teenage daughter might walk. She might get like 10 years. Candace ain't never coming home.
That's crazy. Sheesh.
Because your mom threatened to tell the police that you out here scamming niggas on credit cards. That's wild. My mom threatened to call the police on me plenty of times for having weed in the house. And she smoked weed. My mom used to yell at me for being high when she was high. Right? Like that's like the hypocrite coming out of her, but like that shit would be crazy. I remember as a teenager coming in the house high as shit, and my mom be yelling at me while she was high because I was high. And I never thought once in my mind like to kill my mother. Like that's where you go. If your mother threatened to call the police on you, that's where you know what I mean? Mothers would be dead if that was the go-to. Every time somebody's mom threatened to call the police on them.
That's nasty work, champ.
That's nasty work. But yeah, so I'm getting tired of black people doing uncharacteristic things. Last week, it was the 2 teenage black girls killing their mom. And this week, it's the mom who's 40-something and the daughter, teenager, helping her cover up her grandmother's death. Like, she didn't care grandma was dead.
That's wild.
Like, she didn't. You killed my grandma. Me and my mom got to fight. We got to slap box. We got to fight. We got to do something. It can't just be, I'm helping you. I'm not helping you get rid of my grandma. No, that's Gramps.
So now I'm curious to how did they initially kill her? What was the cause of death?
Right. That's what I want to know too. And they probably can't figure it out because she's been dismembered.
All right. Jesus.
They probably can't even do a proper autopsy because she all cut up and shit.
Bro.
But it doesn't tell how she killed her mom, but it just says she killed her after she threatened to tell the authorities about her criminal activity regarding credit card fraud.
That's wild.
That's fucked up. It's more than wild. But that's what's scuffing my Timbs this week. Next week, I don't want to have to hear what you call it about that.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, my mind thinks differently yet again. So, you a neighbor, you hear arguing.
Mm-hmm.
And hours later, you hear a fucking chainsaw going.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see the lady for a long period of time. Then you got a fucking smoke billowing out the backyard all of a sudden now. With an uncharacteristic smell.
Yeah. Yep. That is no cue I've ever smelled in my lifetime.
It smells gamey.
Real gamey.
What is that rank smell?
What is that foul odor?
Then you don't see the lady for like days. Like, come on, like nobody didn't. Sheesh. A fucking chainsaw in a black household. What was this?
Where or when?
Where was it?
Where?
Landover, Maryland.
So a chainsaw wouldn't be. It's probably space between houses. They in Maryland, so they're not like row. Maybe some.
They might be row homes or right next to each other, like on some North Philly shit.
Google Earth the address.
Did they put the address in there?
I need to know if it's a row home or one of them. What you call the separate homes, like Pete live in.
Did they put the address on here?
Your rich ass.
After this law enforcement contacting. Nope, they just say Landover, Maryland. They don't say an address.
Yeah.
Like there's some 100 block of this, and no, it ain't no Philly news.
Oh, you
Philly news will tell you straight up.
I'm quite sure we went to
Does
Maryland
have
paper or something like that. They got the address there.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on that before the show is over with.
Niggas got
it. That's what's scuffing. That's what's scuffing my Tim this week. Like I don't want next week. I don't want to hear,
she probably was generously giving out meat to neighbors.
Black people doing some more uncharacteristic shit. Please, I know no more uncharacteristic shit from black folks for 2 weeks.
Think about it, yo. She probably was giving meat out. Pause.
What?
Oh, hey, yo.
Hey, yo. What are you talking about?
Hey, yo. She's probably disposing of the body. She probably was giving meat out to the neighbors. Pause.
Talking about the daughter.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, off the grill?
No, just like maybe she was cutting the meat up. Pause. Like a thigh and make it look like.
Oh, you can't dress that up. No, I don't think she was giving it out because they don't look smart enough to be giving like they cook it and give it because it's been like that because there was a white lady who like boiled her ex-husband or boyfriend, whoever he was, and fed it to the kids and shit like that. So it's been cases. But
that house probably smelled like freedom. That nigga place like finally I'm gonna wait for this bitch.
That house. No, it was the woman. She killed him.
I know that he smelled like freedom. It's the only way I was getting away from this bitch was death.
When you said bitch, I don't know, I automatically went to a man saying that.
This house smelled like a whole entire batch of freedom.
Whole batch.
Bouillons and freedom.
A whole batch of freedom. I just got some more news. Where to go? And I'm kind of annoyed by this because it's like, how many are we going to do? Everything is turning into Fast and the Furious franchise. But the Expendables are coming out with a part 4. I haven't watched the Expendables since part 1. But they dropped the trailer yesterday or sometime recently, and it's co-starring 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
3 million views in 17 hours.
Yeah, bro, I'm here for it.
I'm kind of over. Like Sylvester Stallone's 70-something years old. How long are we gonna keep doing action?
Yeah, we getting 11 Fast and Furious. What the fuck is you talking about? About 4 Expendables? You got 11 Fast and Furious.
Is it 11?
Nigga, is
I didn't even, bro. I haven't watched that shit in so long.
He continued.
I haven't watched that shit in so long, man. Then once I saw the Ellis and Hobbs version, I said these niggas is branching out. Yeah, I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah, what about this? Forgot the spinoff.
Yeah, I'm not.
It got 9 movies, 1 be continued, and 1 fucking spinoff.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's
I'm
like
not
13 movies.
Right.
13?
13.
Jeez. I ain't even seen the first one all the way through.
Yeah, that's the greatest one.
The Fast and the Furious?
Yep.
Yeah, the first one was dope when they killed the little skinny white boy, man. He was sad as shit.
And you skip like 2, then you go to like
hey Dom, I'm so scared.
3 was pretty good with like Ludacris, the introduction of like Ludacris and what's his name? Tyrese.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Pierce.
Yep. Tyrese. That was before he went crazy. No, I'm just playing.
That's when Tyrese and Ludacris got in the movie 3.
I believe so.
Into the franchise.
Yep, sir. I think they've been in since 3.
Yeah, Tyrese and Ludacris been in since they went to Miami. Is that 3?
I think that's 3. Just remember they needed their help.
Tyrese might be the second one, and which caller might be the third one.
Remember they needed their help. They went to Miami and then they started using Tyrese and O'Connor, Paul Walker. They started using the help of Ludacris to get those trackers off the car. Remember?
Right. Get the trackers off. Ludacris had a cool little operation going on in Miami, man. He was chilling.
They was dealing with Victor Verone, remember? I think my quarterback.
There's always a villain named Victor.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Well, look at the four brothers, man. Victor Sweets.
Huh?
Yeah, four brothers.
On Four Brothers, Victor Sweets.
Oh yeah.
I like the way you do business. Like that. I think that was kind of funny. Hey, nigga, get down there and share a meal with your bitch.
Hey.
Blueface got out of jail. Hey, Blueface, baby.
Manager in history.
Who, Wack 100?
Yep.
Why is Wack 100 the greatest manager in history?
He is already out on bail for the shooting shit in Las Vegas, my nigga.
That's what he got locked up for?
Yeah, the first time. So he's out on bond, on bail on that.
And then he went back to jail and got out again.
He went to his parole or whatever to go see somebody at the court or whatever he had to go do. And they locked him up there for some shit, for some robbery shit. They said he was involved in.
That's
robbery,
crazy.
Yeah, that's the one that I saw today. It was robbery.
Yeah, they were trying to keep him, but they said Wack was in there spinning them paws.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Blueface got out. His baby mom, who looked like Stewie Griffin, she was waiting on him. So
Stewie Griffin,
Chris Strong.
Yeah, you never seen his baby mom? She like Mexican or Spanish or white or whatever.
Oh, that one, not Chris Strong.
She got a big ass head. No, not her. She got a head. She looks like Stewie Griffin. She looks like she about to say, "What the deuce?"
Hey there, you with a soda?
Hey there.
Nation.
Hi.
Hi. We say Brian.
Brian.
Hey there, B-Ride.
B-Ride.
He called him B-Ride once.
And he be so hyped. But I don't know, Blueface he got money and he feel like he can just say anything he wants to these girls. And they are going to listen because that's how they've been treating this nigga. But I don't know, man. I don't know how these niggas is rich. Because I've never been in a car, any setting at all, and a motherfucker said, "Hey, put that Blueface on." Never heard a nigga say that before a day in my life. So it's like, where are these niggas telling me?
Maybe that Tatiana song.
But what, 3 years ago? 4 years ago? What was that? Ain't nobody bust down on Tatiana's no more.
You just said never.
Still, even with the Tatiana song, I've never heard nobody say put that Blueface on.
Yeah, somebody said that shit.
Nobody, not in my presence. Nobody said, yo, put that.
Some old head that don't know no better that really like that Tatiana because it's so fucking simple.
Hey, put that new song on. That boy.
Two-Faced.
That boy.
Two-Faced. Was it Two-Faced? Two-Faced it? What's his name?
Who?
Two-Faced it?
Two-Faced it.
Oh, Blue-Faced it. The Blue-Faced it.
What's that boy name? Blueface, Redface, One Fish, Two Fish. What's the boy name?
Put that Trust Down Maniana on.
So, all right. I don't know if y'all saw the stuff Azalea Banks posted. Azalea Banks, for those who don't know, she is a
moron.
Yeah, but she's pretty much a no-name rapper who just she said she saw a news report in front of the house. Angie was trying to get the address.
It's a standalone. And now the Angie out in the field.
Good look, right. Angie. That's why nobody probably heard the scuffle.
Yep, that's why.
Thank you, Angie, for your report.
And I make said they saw them getting the grill ready and the they were grilling for Memorial Day. Hey, yo.
Oh, my God.
What happened?
Because I had it on mute, so I couldn't listen to what the lady was saying. I'm assuming it's like the DA or the prosecutor or whatever was having a news conference. He said the neighbor said they saw them getting the grill ready and assumed they were grilling for Memorial Day. The neighbors was on their way out of town when they saw them getting the grill ready and thought they was barbecuing for Memorial Day. Nah, oh look, I got your back, chocolate baldy.
Damn.
But yeah, that's some weird ass shit. But yeah, Azalea Banks is like it's no name.
So now you gotta ask yourself, everybody in the neighborhood gotta figure out who went over there for Memorial's Day. Had a couple of birthdays.
I don't think they invited no fucking body over. You're right. I don't think they invited nobody over.
Shit. Yeah, all that.
It was in the basement.
That shit probably smelled rancid and shit. Yeah, but they was out back grilling. They was just trying to get rid of the body. They trying to burn the body up so they can get rid of it. If they were smart, they would have cleaned that fucking basement up the best way they could with bleach. Put grandma in the damn bag. Took her ass out to the middle of nowhere with some lye, dug a hole, put grandma in the hole, put some lye over her, and filled the hole back up in the middle of the woods and somewhere where nobody, you know what I mean, would build or dig. But
you gotta put so much fucking lye down that you can't tell what the truth is.
Under all that goddamn green lye, you're gonna find the truth.
Now tell me that Mont shouldn't be a comedian.
Mont's funny as shit.
Nobody's brain, not too many people's brain work like that.
But I think Mont is like me though, because you put Mont in front of a microphone, I think his brain will shut down. But you put Mont like just in a setting like this where we all just chilling and there's no pressure, Mont will do great. Like you put me in front of a microphone, I'm a crumble. It's like I'm not.
Why are you a rapper?
Like I'm talking about with stand-up comedy though. I'm casual conversation funny. I'm not get up there and go through a whole routine funny.
I grew up watching a fuck ton of stand-up comedy when I was a kid. So that's probably why my mind thinks in a comics routine way.
But I'm a huge stand-up fan, and my brain doesn't work like yours does. You catch things fast.
No, what I'm saying is I watched stand-up at a young age.
Got you.
Like grown, like that was my shit to watch. Like Eddie Murphy, Raw, fucking what's the nigga name? Red Fox. Richard Pryor. I used to watch the Richard Pryor show when I was a kid. I watched a lot of sketch comedy when I was a kid. I loved In Living Color.
Shout out In Living Color, Mad TV, all the sketch comedy shows early on. What's the white girl name in the 70s? I forgot her name. She had a sketch comedy show.
Talking about,
but shout out to
Tracy Ullman.
Tracy Ullman. That's where the Simpsons
HBO.
came from.
For real?
Yeah, from Tracy Ullman's show.
Oh shit.
That's where what came from?
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
It used to be a short.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It used to be a short, and then they created a whole show with the shit.
Oh shit.
But yeah, shout out.
Same thing with King of the Hill came from Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. Yep. Because they used to fuck with Hank.
Beavis and Butthead. Mm-hmm. That's the Hank Hill voice.
But Peter probably remember this. Like when we were coming up as kids, that was like a big thing for us. Like we would come outside. We would watch. A lot of us did it. Watch the stand-up comedies, and we would come outside and just quote the fuck out of that shit.
Oh yeah.
Like you knew. We all knew each other was talking about because we was quoted from the fucking stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, then that bitch said "fuck out of here" and fought it, and it was like, oh shit, everybody was laughing at the same time because you know exactly what the fuck we talking about.
Yo, speaking of which, and y'all have met those of you listening and Meech, you've met Flock before. Yo, Mom, remember when You So Crazy came out, that Martin special?
Yep.
Flock knew that. He knew that John front and back memorized, bro.
Yep.
He did.
But you gotta remember.
Can I say something, man?
Wait,
unpopular.
You gotta remember what?
Everybody knew that movie. So that was like the that was Flock's. What's the word I'm looking for? Party trick.
Yeah. Because everybody knew it, right?
Exactly. So he would hit that, and Flock was a funny ass nigga, so he would do that shit anywhere possible. Like, yo, he had the crowd.
Yeah.
Unbiased opinion. You good? Unbiased opinion. Martin's stand-up was never that funny to me.
What? The first one?
The You So Crazy is a classic.
The first one was classic.
Never.
Now, if you say that about Run Till That, I can say, all right.
Yeah, Run Till That
wasn't that funny. You So Crazy wasn't, because You So Crazy was the one when he was talking about his mom said if you ever go to jail, pause, tighten his cheeks up, break it off, and all that shit.
My ass.
Yeah.
Shit wasn't funny like that to me, man. To me, and it might sound fucked up. And even though he's funnier than this person, Martin was like the D.L. Hughley of this generation to me. Like, his TV show and shit was funny. Stand-up's not so much.
But okay, hold on a sec, young boy. Let me make a case here. I respect what you're saying, but let me make a case.
No, we don't. Fuck out of here. You don't respect shit he said right there. What?
So correct me if I'm wrong, but here's what happened with Martin. If you hear a lot of comedians talk about Martin, they talk about him as a killer in the clubs. What happened with Martin was now to us, You So Crazy is a legendary special. He was the
Comedy Jam.
Right. During Def Jam, he was a killer. What happened to him was he got so famous so fast after he did Bad Boys. He had to walk away from comedy because after Bad Boys, he was just propelled. But
movie deal after movie deal after movie deal.
It was the movies, bro.
Huh?
It was the movies.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying. Bad Boys.
Not Bad Boys. Before Bad Boys,
he had done a few, but he was still big in the comedy scene.
Think about it. When he went to comedy, right after comedy, he did Martin, and then after Martin, he did movies. He was doing.
I think he was done.
Martin was done.
No, he did House Party before Martin.
That was a comedy though.
I think he was done stand up when Martin came out. Like when he started doing Martin. That's when I think he was still doing sets at the store. Oh, okay.
Because Chappelle even told the story that he walked in to the store and Chappelle was like, "What the fuck is he doing here?" And they was like, "Dude, he doesn't stop working. Like, he would come into the store, pop in there, do 30, 40 minutes, and then leave every night, even while they were doing Martin." What happened was, I'm telling you, he was doing movies, but the only serious movie he had before Bad Boys, can you guess which one it was?
A serious movie?
Serious movie, yes.
Serious movie he did before Bad Boys?
His very first movie, before you even knew who he really was, his very first movie was a serious movie, and it was a little movie, Meech, that if you have not seen it, you better do yourself a favor. It was called Do the Right Thing.
Oh.
He was the kid with the lisp.
Yeah.
Crazy. I eat the pizza every day.
He stepped on my Jordans. He stepped on my new Air Jordans.
Oh no, not the new Jordans.
Yeah. And after that is when
But he played kind of a comedian in that though. He was
he was comic relief. That's what I'm saying.
Right, in a serious movie.
It wasn't until Bad Boys where even though he was comic relief, there were a couple times where he flashed signs of I can do more than comedy. And then that was it. After that, he was off and running. He was doing comedies, but he was doing so many movies and blowing up so much that he didn't do what Kev Hart did, which even though Kev's doing the movies, he has writers helping him with the stand-up.
I think A Thin Line was like Thin Line was one of the movies that he did towards the end of Martin. Just like with Bad Boys. Bad Boys was a movie he did towards the end of Martin. Let me see if this is the I wanted to get an interview I wanted to get.
I was like, hey, we had no idea we were going to make this movie when we finished the original one. It was like the story ended and like they lived happily ever after. And then the movie over the years became like, it's the only one of my movies that became like a cult movie where it has like an audience of people that watch it all the time.
Hold on.
You know, some people get dressed up on Halloween. There's a place that turns a restaurant that turns itself into a McDowell's restaurant on Halloween, and then they have like.
Oh, you talking about coming to America?
Well, it works, and it's funny. And the best thing, my favorite thing.
I'm trying to find this interview that Eddie Murphy did about John Witherspoon, cursing him out for, I think he said John Witherspoon said he took too long or something like that. Like he just, and it was funny as shit because he was like the motherfucker wanted to fight me. But I forgot if it was it him or it was somebody else. But it was funny as shit. But yeah, I don't know. To me, now I'm not comparing him to D.L. Hughley because D.L. Hughley's not on Martin Lawrence's level at all. But to me, he wasn't like just stand-ups weren't funny to me. I just never.
Well, he only had 2 big specials. It was Run Tell That, which was like the comeback that was not very good.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was
whoa, come on, not very good.
It was alright.
Oh, thank you. I can deal with that, but bro, not very good is crazy.
No, but me saying not very good is saying it's alright because I was expecting him to be on the level of when he was on Def Jam or when he was. We watched him on Def Jam a couple times with no material, just come out there for 3 minutes and kill before bringing somebody out. Yo, and I saw. Speaking of which, I saw an interview with a Hamburger. Remember him? Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Yeah.
Cowboy hat.
He was talking about
He's still doing shows.
Yeah, he was talking to Pierre about the first time he was on Def Jam.
Yeah, I saw this.
Did you see when he was telling what Martin Lawrence told Bernie Mac? Because he was telling the story about that super like legendary set that what's the name
Bernie,
had
yeah,
on
I
Def
ain't
Jam.
scared of you.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Yeah, it was.
He said Bernie was scared to go up there.
Yeah, and then Martin told him, he was like, man, it's gonna be rough out there. Martin told him, hey man, if you can't handle it, you don't need to be here.
Yeah.
It was something like that. He told him.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should never came down here.
He said that shit with Kid Capri was all improv. He said they even practiced that shit.
Yeah, he said 'cause they was doing. They used to do that. They used to do it on the road.
He said that they never did that before.
No, he was saying that because they did a Def Jam tour.
They did it on the tour, but I'm talking about that night. He said they never did that. He said it just happened to work out that way.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
That was a legendary. I ain't scared of you, mother. And I watched that set a couple times recently, and it was good, man.
Yeah,
you ever seen the first time Epps was on what you call it?
I pull my shit out. This whole room get dog.
Yeah.
Kick ass.
Said Mac, you come up to me. Yeah, this pussy tastes like pumpkin pie. Don't ask me no shit like that. I ain't never had no pumpkin pie. That nigga was hilarious, man. So, but real quick to get back what we was on the Azalea Banks thing before we get off topic. She had wrote. Apparently, I guess she was on Wildin' Out, and DC Young Fly was cracking jokes on her on Wildin' Out because that's the whole point of the show. Yeah. And she started crying.
To get that.
Yeah, like that's the whole point of the show is for people to crack jokes on it. But it said during the live taping of Wildin' Out in 2018, DC Young Fly famously made Azalea Banks cry in the heat of an improv skit when he joked that Nick Cannon couldn't land a guest appearance from Cardi B for the show, so he booked Azalea's ugly ass instead. The viral moment happened in front of a live audience, and it prompted the NYC. She's from New York City? Wow. Yep. It prompted the NYC rapper to go on a rant via social media about DC Young Fly and Nick Cannon shortly after. Today, Azalea Banks took to her animosity for DC Young Fly a step further by mocking him during the grieving process for his mother of 3 children, a 32-year-old, reminded her followers about the previous being the butt of DC Young Fly's joke before indicating the death of his partner was a gift because it occurred on her birthday. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. This man cracked a joke on you, and you feel like her dying on your birthday and calling it a birthday gift is of equal You know what I mean? Like he threw a rock at you and you threw bullets back.
That girl's evil, bro.
Something is really wrong with you. And honestly, you're another one who's buying now. Really, at least Blueface had a hit. I can't gun in my head, name an Azalea Banks song. You might as well pull the trigger.
She had one YouTube famous song. That was it. The 212 joint. That was it.
Never heard of that.
Yes, you probably have.
That was
Never
it.
heard of it.
And then she ruined her own career because everywhere she went, she just caused problems. He probably never heard it before.
He had to.
The verse is dope.
Yeah, never heard it. I've never heard that before.
I'll tell you off air what blew
never heard
that
that before.
I'll tell you
but,
off air.
Not the version I'm looking for. That is.
And the crazy thing is, DC Young Fly has always talked about his own deeply rooted hatred of himself, and you know what I mean, jokes he pointed at women's beauty and stuff like that. That's what she wrote, projecting his own feelings about his own ugliness onto women, perfectly secure in their own skin. If you're that secure in your own skin, why is it bothering you? 5 years later,
Ugly.
5 years. 5 years later, you worry about that. DC Young Fly calls everybody ugly. Oh, ugly. Everybody's ugly to him because that's what your go-to is. You call everybody. Shamar Moore could be standing in front of you. You ugly ass niggas. I would, you know what I mean? Like that's just something I don't know. But for you to hold on to this shit for the last 5 years and feel like you commenting on his girlfriend's death, the mother of his children, on her death, that's like get back is crazy to me. That's weird on all levels. It's like something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Yo, if your mom walked to the door with Shamar Moore and you called him an ugly motherfucker, his feelings would be hurt as shit.
They would.
Yo, y'all ever noticed Shamar Moore is kind of cockeyed?
No, I don't look at that nigga like that.
You ain't never noticed that? I be watching movies and I be looking at the nigga. I be like, this nigga kind of cockeyed.
Shamar Moore, dog.
You hate the nigga?
Yes,
that's wrong, man. Why do you hate that nigga?
I hate Shamar Moore, bro.
Why?
He gets all the fucking job nobody wants.
Wait, what job did he get that nobody wanted?
No, he's been on CSI for like a decade.
Hey man, if he gonna get first of all, we had Ice Cube. Ice T. I was about to Ice Cube.
Yo, he's a horrible.
Ice T was a cop killer, or he had the song "Cop Killer." Now this nigga's been on SVU for the last 20 seasons
and got 4 lines every show.
He do. He only got like 4. Why is he on the show?
We ran the Allen X.
We ran it back. Came back to this guy out of Upper West Side. I think we should go check him out. He's on the Upper West Side.
You see that nigga, but he don't say nothing else.
It can't. Every scene is him getting paper off the printer. Brandon guy from the Upper West Side. The director
loves him. Hey, listen, the director fucking loves him, but all the writers hate him.
Right. Every time it cuts to a scene of him, is him grabbing paper off the printer. Yeah, we got this guy up. I
swear he's up in God, bro. He ain't he do be grabbing the printer off the paper. That's every time I like pop in and see it pause. And he's grabbing
every scene
printer paper.
Is him grabbing paper off the printer
and tell people
reporting to Olivia and shit. Hey, Olivia,
bro.
Yeah, the fingerprints come back to this guy up in
Live
up in Spanish Harlem. Live. Yeah, it comes back to a James Brockington. We gonna go check him out up in Upper West Side.
Yo, that nigga gonna know when he fired.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no printer on the set.
Wait, where's my co-star? Where's my co-star? Where's the printer?
That shit gonna be in his fucking what you
I
call
know
it?
I'm not fired. If I'm fired, it's gonna be some real cop killing going up in here today. Am I fired up in here? What's going on?
What is his room called again?
His room?
Yeah, what they call it in Hollywood?
The interrogation room?
No, the room that they get dressed and shit at.
Oh, the dressing room?
Yeah, but they got like a trailer or something.
The green room.
Yeah. Talking about a trailer. Yeah. Like,
oh yeah, I'll be in my trailer.
Show up to his trailer. The printer will be on the steps.
I'll be in my trailer.
He gonna pull the printer.
You ever seen his white boy John Mulaney?
No.
He has a whole bit about Ice-T, about exactly what we talking about. He got a whole bit.
That nigga's the fucking
him
and Shamar Moore need to be fired off that shit.
Did you see the everything going on with Zion Williamson?
Yeah, he got a bunch of porn stars pregnant.
What?
He got one porn star pregnant, and this other girl came out and was like, we were supposed to be together, and like we were boyfriend girlfriend, but she was like putting shit on Twitter that was crazy. I just let you spit in my mouth the other night when we had sex, and now you up here because he did like a whole photo shoot with this girl.
Bro, I heard they both were porn stars.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's who he is. He's in the news on the internet for the wrong reasons because apparently, correct me if I'm wrong, looking at my team, he's about to be a daddy. He's about to be a dad. And the person who's about to make him a new father is not the person that was on social media talking about him. Now I know that it's my job to talk about the news, but I pride myself in not getting.
It's my job.
I talk sports, I talk news, I talk current.
The girl name is Mariah Mills.
I kind of refrain from the personal because there are certain lines that can't be crossed.
Careful.
One girl was
on.
on.
I have an obligation to say this much.
In splits.
Apparently, a girl by the name of Mariah Mills is all over the internet and calling him out by name, attaching his name, stuff, and saying, giving vivid details of their encounters with one another.
Mm-hmm.
She's a porn
and she
star.
ain't bad looking though. She fine. That's her over here, right here.
Now,
she ain't bad.
This
looking.
is Zion.
Y'all
hold on a
sit
sec.
up
This is
there
the
and say,
the basketball player Zion, the big.
Yeah.
He's already like kind of not as good as people hoped he would be.
Where
right?
am I going?
Where am I going? Where am I going? Now let's get this straight. Zion has not lived up to the hype.
At all.
Is he a bust?
I don't like to call athletes that.
I wouldn't call him a bust yet. I really wouldn't, because he's done some amazing things in college. In the NBA, it went from right, but he had an injury. This is why I can't call him a bust. He had an injury, and obviously he's battled a weight problem since high school. They want him to lose weight because with the way he plays, all that weight coming down on your knees is gonna, your longevity is gonna be shortened with, it's gonna be knee problems down the road. So they try to get him to lose weight. And so honestly, since he's been in the league, he hasn't played that much. And this might be a little bit of the reason why, because you're out here doing extracurriculars and you're not concentrating on what got you the bag, and not even the real bag yet. You got like the merce, you like the man purse right now. You ain't got the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
he gonna play now.
Yeah, right.
He ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
He gonna play now. Watch. He gonna get in shape. He gonna play. Watch.
And he got a baby now. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You done got one of them motherfuckers pregnant.
Two, right?
You out here taking. Well, I don't think she's pregnant. Oh, she said you better hope I'm not. I think she said.
Yeah, I think they both are.
Well,
yeah,
I know what he about to spend a lot of his contracts about to go to.
That's why I said he about to be playing. He going to
need cash
flow. Cash flow. I need it. I want it.
Before we get out of here, I want to leave y'all with a little bit of a head scratcher. You know what I mean? The headline says Virgin Crocodile at Costa Rica Zoo. At Costa Rica Zoo.
Oh, what scratcher?
A head scratcher.
Not on duty. Not on.
Oh my God,
Hello,
man.
I need to speak to somebody who can speak
What are
Chinese.
One of these. One of these.
No, don't try to
All right,
think.
well.
Somebody, why you hang up on me today?
No, we don't order for you.
So listen, it said a virgin crocodile at Costa Rica Zoo impregnates herself during 14 years of isolation.
A what?
That's what I wanted. That's the reaction I wanted.
Say it again.
A virgin crocodile impregnates herself after 14 years of isolation. During 14 years of isolation.
No, that's not far fetched. It's a reptile.
Yeah, because aren't they? I didn't know they were asexual, but yeah.
I think they eventually.
A virgin crocodile living in isolation for 14 years at a zoo in Costa Rica figured out a way to impregnate itself before laying 16 eggs. One of the most fascinating aspects of biological discovery was that one of the fetuses was 99.9% identical genetic match to her. Was an identical genetic match to her. Mm. So it's almost like she cloned her fucking self.
Right.
Pretty much.
That's crazy.
Don't they have like regeneration abilities? No, that's iguanas. Still a reptile.
Lizards, yeah. Small lizards do too, yeah.
Still a reptile.
It's the only occurrence on record in the history of the crocodile species. So it's the only time that we've caught it. Not the only time it happened, but the only time humans have caught it and documented this.
I want some pussy. I'm about to make one. Crocodile making pussies out here. This is crazy. I'm about to be maybe.
You imagine a nigga in there. Hey, what you doing, man? Nothing, man. Just making some pussy before I go to sleep, man. Making me some pussy. I ain't doing nothing, man. Just chilling. Yeah, you got pussy on the grill? Yeah, man. You know, I thought I'd celebrate, man. It's the end of the week. You know what I mean? Bought me about 2-3 packs of pussy, put it on the grill. I ain't want nobody over, man. Just me. You know what I mean? Just a little dinner for myself.
I thought I'd celebrate.
Yeah, made it through the week, man. You know, it's Friday. Shit, I ain't got to work tomorrow. Went and got me a little Hennessy, a little bit of pussy came in the house.
Figure I produce some pussy.
I'm saying, you might as well.
It's the greatest crocodile in the world. Look at it. Only crocodile that can produce coochie. We call it a coochie dow. Feast your eyes on the first male reproducing pussy crocodile ever. Say hello, Doris.
She don't need no dick. She don't need no man. This is the first female that can literally sit back and say, I don't need no man. I don't need no man. Fuck that nigga in Lake Placid. I don't need no man.
This is a holographic crocodile. One day it's Horace. The next day is Doris. We don't know which day it is.
One day is Horace. The next day is Doris. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. That's fucking hilarious. On that note, I'm going to name this Horace and Doris. On that note, when we get off here, on that note, I'd like to end the podcast, man. What's up, Tony?
Yo.
On that note, I like to.
Wait, real fast. You think it's a wrap for Miami?
Nah, they down 2-1.
Nah, it's a wrap for Miami, bro.
Why you say that?
They having a hard time beating Denver, right? They got to win too many games back to back. Miami don't got that kind of firepower to win that many games back to back.
Man, people didn't have them winning a game. Now look at them. They won. They snuck a game out. They snuck a game out in Denver.
Listen,
but I did say in the beginning of the series, I think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. So I did expect us to win the one game, even though I want us to win the whole thing. I like Miami to win one game and be realistic because I feel like they can't stop Jokic. They don't have a big enough player, height wise, weight wise,
bro,
to match up with him.
When you got Jokic with a fucking triple double. And the Bull Murray with a fucking triple double, bro.
Yeah.
And then,
but if you look at the game before that, it's like Murray really don't be. He don't really step up like that.
I was telling my guy at work, I was like, I like the Bull Robinson off the bench. He had a
Duncan. Duncan be letting it fly.
Shitty game.
He did.
He had an amazing game. That's game 2. 3 game, he ain't show up.
It'd be like that. But if Miami's gonna win, they need Jimmy Butler to show up, and they need Ray Chu and the crew. If you remember from what's the name of that fucking what's the name of that show? Showtime at the Apollo when Steve Harvey was hosting, and he had Ray Chu and the crew. That's what Miami needs, Ray Chu and the crew to step up. So for them to win, but like I said, I picked them to get swept, a gentleman's sweep. They win 1 game out of the series. They've been doing that. But yeah, like I said, we'll see. I don't know how it's gonna go.
It's a little too late for you guys, bro. And I'm going for Miami.
I don't know. It might. Next game they might tie it up 2-2.
Bro, Jokic is a fucking cheat code. Like if you was playing,
but he's been that way though. Game 1 he was like that. Game 2 they won.
This is my first NBA Finals in a long time. The last NBA Finals I watched, I can remember watching, was Philadelphia versus the Lakers.
My nigga, that was 2001.
I know. I don't watch basketball. I told you I really don't watch sports. I was playing sports at that time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
OG, what's up, man? That's crazy. I see Miami. Like I said, I had them winning 1 game. I still think they can win it, but I don't. If I had to put money down, I'll be betting on Denver. Because like you said, you can't stop Jokic.
Stay ass.
Dad by God.
Ass. It's gonna be a dead body on that court next game, bro.
Dad by God, man. Jokic is a beast.
And they gonna cruise in Denver.
But we shall see.
They gonna watch.
We shall see.
Fucking cruise in Denver.
So like every Thursday,
getting them high.
Like every Thursday, yeah, that altitude be fucking niggas up though too though.
Jimmy Butler with the dumbass extensions.
On that note, because you ain't gonna be talking about my guy in here. You ain't gonna be talking about Jesse.
Jimmy. I like it.
You ain't gonna be talking about Jesse.
He was destined for fame when he put them dumbass dreads.
Fuck Jesse Jackson. I can't be with you now. I can't stand beside you now, Fred. You're going too far.
Jimmy took
all
on
that note
from himself.
He did. He was tripping with them extensions.
Yeah,
on that note,
running around with a fucking bun. This nigga bun as big as a bottle of mouthwash. He's just sitting up there playing ball, doing step backs and Euro steps, balancing buns and shit. Paws on his fucking head.
Balancing buns.
This nigga look like an African stepmother out there.
On that note,
fucking
$5 next week. I want to remind everybody to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you can tell when we go live or drop new content. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook, on YouTube, everybody in the chat. We appreciate y'all watching. We'll be back here next Thursday at 7 p.m. And yeah, man, we're gonna holler at y'all. My disrespecting Jimmy Butler like a mug, man.
Jimmy Butler disrespected himself by putting them dumbass braces in.
Yeah.
Hello, I need to pick this humble.